They've played heroes, villains, and legends, but off-screen, their real-life roles are even more powerful. Moguls, tycoons, empires in motion. These Hollywood stars didn't just make money, they mastered it. From box office hits to billion-dollar side businesses, these are the top 10 richest actors on the planet right now. Let's kick off with a name that proves charisma pays off big. Number 10. Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan is more than just a stunt legend. He's an empire, with a net worth estimated at around $400 million. He didn't just flip over cars and fall off rooftops for laughs. He built a legacy on it. What started with martial arts films in Hong Kong turned into global superstardom. But that was only the beginning. While most actors rely on movie salaries, Jackie went bigger. He launched his own production company, JC Group, which handles everything from film financing to marketing. He also owns a chain of cinemas across China and Asia, and his name is licensed on everything from gyms and merchandise to branded clothing and video games. He's even released over 20 albums. Yes, Jackie Chan sings too, but his biggest asset isn't physical, it's trust. In Asia, his brand is gold. Multinational corporations line up to feature him in endorsements, and Chinese tech firms have used his image to connect with international markets. Jackie's money isn't just from Hollywood, it's from everywhere Hollywood dreams of reaching. He figured out how to sell not just movies, but himself as a lifestyle, and the world bought in. Next is a man who made his fortune with street smart and blockbuster muscle. Number 9. Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg didn't just go from rapper to movie star, he went from hustler to mogul. With a net worth hovering over $420 million, he's turned a gritty upbringing in Boston into one of Hollywood's most versatile business portfolios. Sure, you know him from The Departed, The Fighter, and the Transformers franchise, but where Mark really makes his money is behind the camera. As a producer, he's racked up massive hits like Entourage and Boardwalk Empire, where he gets paid whether he's on screen or not. He knows the value of ownership, and he acts on it. His burger chain, Wahlburgers, started as a family passion project and turned into a nationwide franchise with dozens of locations and its own reality show. But Wahlberg didn't stop with food. He launched a nutrition and supplement company called Performance Inspired, co-owns F45 Training, and has stacked millions in real estate deals, including flipping a Beverly Hills mansion for a reported $30 million profit. Every move is calculated. He wakes up at 4 a.m., trains, invests, and builds. Wahlberg's wealth wasn't inherited or stumbled into. It's self-made, structured, and scaling fast. He's not just playing roles, he's producing a real-life empire. From Boston to Hollywood, now to Bollywood's biggest crossover. Number 8. Shah Rukh Khan. In India, he's called King Khan. Worldwide, he's known as the man who made Bollywood global. Shah Rukh Khan isn't just an actor, he's a phenomenon. With a net worth of around $430 million, he's built one of the most diversified entertainment empires outside of Hollywood. He started in TV, moved to film, and became the face of Indian cinema. Over 80 films later, he's not just the star of blockbusters, he's the owner of what powers them. His company, Red Chillies Entertainment, produces films, owns visual effects studios, and even holds IPL cricket franchises stakes through the Kolkata Knight Riders. It's part production house, part sports brand, part powerhouse. Khan is also a master of endorsement deals, from Pepsi to Hyundai to Jaguar. He's represented brands across industries, often earning more from those partnerships than acting itself. And unlike many stars, he owns the land he lives on. His iconic Mumbai mansion Mannat has become as famous as he is. But what sets him apart isn't just money, it's reach. With millions of fans across Asia, the Middle East, and beyond, Khan is proof that you don't need to play in Hollywood to play big. Now let's talk about a sitcom star who became a streaming giant. Number 7. Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler might be the biggest underdog billionaire in the making Hollywood has ever seen. With a net worth of roughly $440 million, he's turned his goofy, everyman charm into a global business, and it's built on loyalty, consistency, and full creative control. After building a cult following with Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, and Big Daddy, Sandler launched his own company, Happy Madison Productions. That changed everything. He wasn't just starring in movies, he was producing them, hiring his friends, keeping the profits, and controlling the output. Most of his films were critically panned. Didn't matter, they made money. Then came Netflix. In 2014, he signed an exclusive 4-film deal with a platform worth $250 million. It worked so well, they extended it. Sandler's movies consistently rank among Netflix's most watched content. In 2020, Hubie Halloween topped the charts globally. Say what you want about the plots, Sandler delivers viewership. On top of new work, he's still raking in money from decades-old hits. The Waterboy, 50 First Dates, and Grown Ups all continue to generate revenue through streaming, merchandise, and syndication. His comedy tours still sell out, and every film he makes seems to bring his crew along, creating a closed-loop system where profits and loyalty stay in-house. Next up, he's a rapper, actor, and businessman who owns The Room and the label. Number 6. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Dwayne Johnson didn't just transition from wrestling to movies. He dropkicked the idea that athletes couldn't run Hollywood. With a net worth of around $450 million, he's built an empire that stretches far beyond film sets and into industries most actors don't even touch. After dominating WWE, Johnson made his way into Hollywood with roles in The Scorpion King and Fast and Furious. But it wasn't just the roles that made him rich, it was how he structured the deals. He commands over $20 million per movie, plus back-end points and bonuses tied to performance. But acting is only one lane on his freeway. He co-founded $7 Productions, a content company behind Young Rock, Jumanji, and more. Then came Terramana Tequila, which he launched in 2020. It quickly became one of the fastest-growing liquor brands in America, with projected sales in the hundreds of millions. He also locked in a huge partnership with Under Armour for his Project Rock line. Apparel, headphones, shoes, all branded with his motivational fire. The final piece, social media. With over 380 million followers across platforms, Johnson doesn't need middlemen. One Instagram post can drive product sales or movie buzz instantly. That's power you can't buy, it's earned. Johnson's rise isn't just about hustle, it's about knowing how to turn charisma into equity, and equity into dominance. From gym bags to tequila bottles, when The Rock brands it, it moves. From muscle to mind. Next is an actor who turned his wealth into wisdom. Number 5. Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. didn't just play Iron Man, he became one. With an estimated net worth of $500 million, his real superpower isn't flying in a suit, it's resurrecting a career, mastering a brand, and turning one role into a financial machine. Before Marvel, Downey was a talented actor with a troubled past. After Iron Man hit in 2008, everything changed by the time Avengers Endgame rolled around. His contract included back-end profits. In 1 year alone, he reportedly earned over $75 million, more than most actors make in a decade. But he didn't stop there. Downey used his fame as leverage to step behind the camera, producing through Team Downey, his company with wife Susan. He's backed shows like Perry Mason and is pushing into streaming and documentary projects. He's also invested heavily in sustainable technology ventures, including Footprint Coalition, aimed at clean tech and eco-solutions. He's not just rich, he's betting on the future, and he's smart about timing. After bowing out of Marvel, he began shaping his public image as more than a superhero, taking roles with purpose and quietly building equity in tech startups that align with his brand. Downey turned fame into fuel. He didn't just cash in, he reinvested himself. Now here is someone who never needed a cape to dominate the game. Number 4. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise didn't just ride motorcycles off cliffs in Mission Impossible. He engineered a career that defies Hollywood gravity. With a net worth of around $600 million, Cruise is one of the few actors who can still open a movie on name alone. But his fortune isn't just from acting, it's from knowing exactly how the business works. Early in his career, Cruise wasn't just interested in being the star, he wanted a seat at the table. By becoming a producer on nearly every major film he starred in, he ensured that he didn't just get paid up front, he got paid on the back end too. And when you're pulling in global box office numbers north of $1 billion, that back end can be massive. Take Top Gun Maverick for example. It wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural event. Cruise produced the film, drove the marketing, and performed many of his own stunts. He reportedly earned over $100 million from that one movie, thanks to a deal that gave him a cut of every dollar it brought in after release. That's not luck, that's leverage built over decades. He also owns multiple properties, including a sprawling Telluride estate and a luxurious penthouse in Florida. But his most prized asset might be his brand. controlled, disciplined, and relentlessly focused on results. He doesn't take on many projects, but when he does, he goes all in. And so do audiences. While most stars diversify to stay relevant, Cruise doubled down on doing one thing better than anyone else, delivering blockbusters. His stunts are legendary, his business acumen even more so. He's rarely on screen these days, but behind the scenes, he's still cashing massive checks. Number 3. George Clooney. George Clooney doesn't need to be on camera every year to grow his wealth. He just needs one well-timed, well-branded idea. With an estimated net worth of $500 to $550 million, Clooney has become a master of selective visibility and high-impact business moves. Sure, Clooney is an Oscar-winning actor, and yes, films like Ocean's 11 and Syriana cemented his A-list status, but his most lucrative role, Tequila Tycoon. In 2013, he co-founded Casamigos Tequila. What started as a private label for friends quickly turned into one of the fastest-growing liquor brands in the world. In 2017, they sold it to Diego for $1 billion. Clooney's personal cut reportedly up to $233 million, more than he ever earned from acting. Since then, his film appearances have been rare. He chooses directing and producing projects that align with his values, and he's just as known for his philanthropy as his filmography. He and wife Amal Clooney, a renowned human rights lawyer, operate a foundation that focuses on justice and equity. He's also invested in real estate, owning properties in Lake Como, Los Angeles, Mexico, and the English countryside. Clooney's wealth isn't flashy, it's mature, diversified, and deliberate. He knows his brand, charm, intellect, and reliability, and he knows when to step in front of the camera and when to move behind the scenes. He didn't build his fortune through 100 movies. He built it through ownership, timing, and the ability to scale an idea far beyond Hollywood. Coming up, a man whose voice, charm, and hustle built a billion-dollar brand. Number 2. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry isn't just rich, he's historic. With a net worth hovering around $1 billion, he built his entire empire from scratch, starting with stage plays, church basements, and a single character in a wig. That character, Madea, helped him create one of the most successful entertainment businesses in the world. Without Hollywood's permission, Perry writes, directs, produces, and often stars in his own projects. But the real power move came in 2015, when he opened Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta. The facility spans over 330 acres, built on a former Confederate Army base. It's the first major studio in the US owned outright by a black man, and it's been used to shoot everything from Black Panther to The Walking Dead. It's more than a production hub, it's a symbol of self-made success and a declaration of ownership. His deal with Bet Plus gives him creative control and recurring income. His syndication deals with networks and streaming services continue to rake in profits. Beyond business, Perry's influence extends into real estate and philanthropy. He owns multiple properties across the US, including a massive $100 million mansion under construction near his studio. He's also donated millions to causes like disaster relief, education, and homelessness, often quietly, often personally. Perry's story isn't just about wealth, it's about resilience, vision, and full creative independence. He didn't ask to be let in, he built his own door, then bought the building. And now, at the top of this list, one man redefined movie stardom and business. Number 1. Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld may not headline summer blockbusters or dominate magazine covers, but when it comes to pure financial power in the entertainment world, he's at the top. With an estimated net worth of $1 billion, Seinfeld made his fortune not through volume, but through one perfectly built machine. That machine is Seinfeld, the sitcom that aired from 1989 to 1998 and changed TV forever. While it ended decades ago, its syndication rights continue to generate hundreds of millions. Between rerun deals with TBS, Hulu, and more recently Netflix, who paid over $500 million for global streaming rights, Seinfeld has turned reruns into generational wealth. He co-created the show and retained ownership stakes, so every time someone watches George complain or Kramer slide through a door, Jerry gets paid. He didn't stop at that. His Netflix specials like Jerry Before Seinfeld and 23 Hours to Kill brought him back into the spotlight and brought him massive new checks. His show Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee blended conversation, luxury cars, and drive wit into yet another revenue stream. But perhaps the wildest part, he's done it without overexposure. No scandals, no franchise deals, no celebrity chaos, just consistency, smart licensing, and total control over his brand. Seinfeld still tours, still writes, and still earns tens of millions every year by staying true to the tone that made him rich in the first place. He didn't chase the industry, he made the industry chase him. So what does this say about fame, hustle, and long-term thinking? Who's your favorite actor from this list? And who surprised you the most? Leave your thoughts in the comments.